Revenue management. This is a feature and functionality that's allowing you to recognize revenue according to the prices and a schedule. This revenue recognition feature and functionality is really able to help fulfill US GAAP and IFRS requirements. Revenue recognition is available for sales orders, even on those sales orders that have been entered through time and material projects. Let's take a look at how this works. Revenue recognition includes several different menu items for you to enter in your setup and your transactional data. We've also introduced a new role called the Rev Rec Manager. We talked about how the revenue recognition functionality is available for sales orders as well as on projects that are for time and material. Let's select a particular sales order. In looking at the sales order, I see I have three line items: a surface, support, and installation. On my particular sales order, I'm going to be able to see my revenue schedule. Since the surface is purchased and taken right out the store, I'm going to be recognizing the revenue as soon as that particular item is purchased for my customer. But if I look at my support and my installation services, those are going to be recognized over a period of time. Support is on a revenue schedule of a 12-month cycle, and my installation service is based on a one time offering. There are details that you can enter on each of these lines that really get into the date feature and functionality. So, according to my contract for support, I could start to enter in my date schedule of June 16th to June 15th. I can also determine when that one time installation may occur, looking like it may occur in early July, or maybe it will occur later. These dates can be edited at any point in time. Two of the key points with revenue recognition is when are you going to recognize the revenue, which you can set up here in the sales order as we've just seen, and also what is going to be the price that you're going to recognize. For the what, I really recommend that you take a look at our business application session about revenue recognition management. Business document management. Business document management will allow your business users to edit those very critical business documents using Office 365. The great highlight about this is there's no developer experience necessary to modify those critical business documents. You can leverage Excel and Word to do the trick. Let's hop in and take a look. Business document management is available for you as a workspace component within finance and operations. When clicking on the particular workspace, you see the list of templates that are currently available for you. For our demo today, we're going to focus on the free text invoice. In looking at the free text invoice, I could see that this is a particular Excel document. I have a preview of my invoice over here in the right side of the pane. In just a little bit, we'll take a deeper look at what this looks like in Excel. But let's go and print a free text invoice. Opening all of the free text invoices available within my particular company, I'll look at this one particular invoice and I can go ahead and choose to print, and I'll just print this particular invoice. In printing the invoice, it pulls it up in an Excel document. I could see all my details just as I have from my template in my business document management workspace. Now let's go back to that template and actually make just a little bit of change, and let's see how this gets reflected. Back in the business document management workspace, looking at our particular template, I can choose to edit this template in Excel. Now, in editing the template, it's going to open up the preview for me right here within Finance and Operations. Of course, I can open it in a desktop app if I wish to work with Excel directly. Just for fun, I'm just going to create a little test here in this particular column, check for any issues, and then let's go ahead and close this preview. Going back now to my free text invoice, let's select that same invoice we printed earlier. Let's go ahead and do another reprint of that particular invoice. And we should see how my Excel document will be rendered with my updated template. As you can see, our invoice has been updated, and I'm not even a developer. Asset management. This is all about enabling the customers to efficiently manage and carry out any of the tasks that are related to managing and servicing equipment for their organization. Some of the highlights are how to optimize the asset lifespan, as well as reduce costs and production downtime. Let's take a look at some of the great visualizations we have available. Asset management comes with a whole host of setup, reports, inquiries, all the great detail that you need in order to be able to manage your assets. But really, it all starts with that asset. So let's go and take a look at a hierarchical view. All the assets start as functional locations. This is how we use to manage these assets. We do a lot of tracking on the particular assets, such as serial number, item number, cost. Any kind of action that needs to be taken for that asset can all be found and made available in the asset view. As we know, work will have to take place on these assets, whether it's preventative maintenance, corrective maintenance, or just some kind of inspection that you want to have happen. You could take a look at all of your work orders in a Gantt chart review. Let's just take a look at some of the activities that have happened in the last few days. Expanding the particular asset, I can see that it had some polishing work that was completed. I also can notice that these were particular corrective work order actions that were taking place. Some were due to a breakdown, but some were also due to recurring problems. Our Gantt chart gives you that overview of everything that you need to know from a particular work order perspective. Analytical workspaces brings the power of Power BI visualization to the users right within finance and operations. We're allowing customers to access your own data without the need for an entity store or bringing your own database. Let's take a look at some of the real time insights that you will get using analytical workspaces. Within finance and operations, we have a particular workspace all about managing the customer credit and collections. If I take a look at the analytical view for my company, I'm able to see what looks like Power BI, but it's right within finance and operations. I have several different tabs and several different views, which is giving me the rich power of the Power BI visualization. Now, if maybe I want to do some editing, I don't have to leave finance and operations at all. I could do all my editing right within the product. Editing the analytical workspace brings me into Power BI look and feel right within finance and operations. If I wanted to change the look or the visualization of any of these charts, I have all of the power of rich embedded Power BI right at my fingertips. Feature management. This is our commitment to you, our customer, from our one version continuous updates where we will not change your user experience. Feature management allows organizations to enable new functionality when it works for you and when it works for your business cycles. Let's take a look at how this works. Within finance and operations, we have a new workspace available called Feature Management. The feature management workspace will provide you with the list of all the new features and functionality that has been made available in a particular service update. Notice how you can filter by a particular date or maybe even by a particular module. We could see what has been newly added as of a service update, Or if you take a look at everything, you can look at what you have not enabled yet and always come back at any point in the future to enable a particular new feature or functionality. Several visual indicators are available for you for these features. If we take a look at one particular indicator, this tells me that this item cannot be enabled. This happens to be just a test, so that way you're able to see and understand what this particular visual indicator is for. There are other visual indicators that let you know that once a feature has been enabled, you cannot turn it off. You also have the ability and the flexibility to schedule when you want to enable a feature. Let's take a look at this particular functionality, and I could see that this was scheduled for the end of July. If you wish to schedule an upcoming feature that you want to release and make available for your organization, you can simply click on that feature functionality and choose to schedule. Once you choose the schedule, you could pick the particular business date that you would like this to go live on for your environment. And now you'll have a reminder for you on any of the upcoming activities to make sure that that does get enabled on time for your users. Finance and operations with the common data service integration. This is really to help ensure that those key business processes that are going to span multiple applications, such as sales, customer service, and field service, just for example, can also be real time updated in finance and operations. We're able to accomplish this by using our dual write technology and leveraging AAD for security. Let's go take a look at how we can update a customer using sales and finance and operations. Within the Sales Hub, I have a customer created called Sunshine Tents. When I look at this particular customer, I notice that there's no details about the address. The customer account was purely created in the Sales Hub. Let's take a look at this same customer in Finance and Operations. Finance and Operations, I have my customer here called Sunshine Tents. If I would like to add an address for Sunshine Tents, I can click to Add. We'll call this a delivery type of an address. The purpose will be purely for delivery purposes. And this customer will actually be located out of our Fargo office on One Lone Tree Road. Let's go ahead and save our address update in Finance and Operations. And then we'll hop back over to the Sales Hub and see how quickly and seamlessly sales has been updated with this address detail. Refreshing our Sales Hub and looking at our accounts, I can see Sunshine Tents has the particular address updated exactly from Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations.